Oh, you're awake. That's rather surprising. You weren't supposed to wake up until morning. Oh well. Might as well deal with it, I suppose. Anyway, hello, darling. Oh, no, don't bother trying to talk. You will just be wasting your energy that you probably don't have. Trust me, don't waste your breath. You look so scared. Why? There's no reason to be afraid here. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. Well, unless you give me a reason to, that is. Otherwise, no harm will come to you. Physically. I know what you're probably thinking. Where the hell am I? Who is this person? Well, for starters, welcome home, my dear. This is where you will be staying for however many years you live after this. No, don't look at me like that. I'm being awfully kind to you. I mean, I've done so much. So much that you didn't even ask for. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. You don't know who I am, do you? I'll take that weird gesture as a no for my own convenience. Well, if you recall, 3 weeks ago on a Thursday at 6:47 p.m., you were delivered food you had ordered 12 minutes prior. Whatever time that was isn't important. But I just so happened to be the person delivering your food. And as odd as your selection may have been, when I made eye contact with you because you were, well, literally waiting at your front door, I felt a spark of sorts, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I felt like I know you. I felt like I know you from somewhere. And obviously I went back to work and continued on with my day. But through each hour that passed, that day and the next, you were on my mind. I kept thinking to myself, how do I know you? How in the hell do I know this person? And then it hit me. You look confused. Trust me, I was for a while, as I just previously mentioned. But, as I expected, you don't recognize me. As I expected, I wouldn't want you to either. I want you to think of me in a new way than the way you knew me before. I want you to think of me as the love of your life. The only person you ever need to speak to. The only person you ever need to look at, even. The only person you need to ever be around. Here, let me just... There you are. Oh, there's the rest of your adorable face. Anyway, if you have anything to say it. But be careful. As everyone knows, actions have consequences. And consequences for what you say might either be good or not so enjoyable on your end. Go on, speak. It looked like you had a lot to say earlier. How do I know you? Part of me wants to tell you, part of me doesn't. Oh well. I suppose I can give you a little hint. How does that sound? Wow, you're no fun, are you? Guess you really are tired. Fine, I will just tell you, because you don't want to guess. I'm kidding, I really do not care that much. Well, we went to school together. Although, anytime I tried to speak to you, your girlfriend at the time would always interrupt or make her way over, and I would automatically be the third wheel. Oh, what's with that expression? Ah, so you heard about that. Yes, it is quite sad what happened with her. Such an early age to die, and in such an awful way. Did I have anything to do with it? Oh dear. I had everything to do with it. I mean, I doubt anyone else in this dreadful town is as smart as I am. And I don't think anyone could get away with murder as easily as I can. Pardon me? Oh, darling. You seem to have forgotten something I said. And I think it was quite important. If I recall, I told you to be careful about what you say. And you just told me that I was a crazy bitch. And I believe I did also say that the actions will have consequences, good or bad. Don't back up. The room is quite small. There's not a lot of room for you to run. And since you still have some of the drug in your vein, you aren't at your full strength yet. Your body is still limp and you can barely stand straight, let alone get out coherent words. Just come closer. You can make this a lot easier than it needs to be, darling. What am I gonna do? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's a variety of things I can do. I could cut your arms to a point where I can lift up a bit of skin. I can put maggots underneath and have them crawl under your skin. Or I could put worms under your fingernails. I could just glove you, honestly. Do you know what that is? Hell, I'm not even sure if I used the proper term. It's one I've heard before and it's one I've used and no one's corrected me, so I'll continue with it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. It's when all of the skin on your hand is removed. So it's just flesh at the end of your arm. Doesn't that sound nice? I'm crazy, huh? I'm insane. I'm psychotic. Well, if you insist, I suppose I'll let leeches suck away on every single one of your limbs until you're pale in the face. And then, who knows? I'll figure something out. Now, go back to sleep. Rest well, my love.